Hi friends, Rebecca here, the Dragon Librarian from Farmington Community Library, and Cal and I are here today to talk to you about some really great books that we think you might find exciting. So the very first one is by an author I know you'll have heard of before, and this is The Book of Two Ways by Jodi Picoult. Just take a minute to look at the majesty of this cover. I am sort of in love with it. Isn't it beautiful? The colors and just the shine of it. It's just really, it just grabs your attention right away. Now, this book is about a woman named Dawn who is on a plane for work, and the plane has to have a crash landing. She survives, she's okay, but she realizes that when the plane starts to have a problem and she starts to go down, the person that she thinks about is not her husband. It's actually a guy named Wyatt who she was in love with a long time ago. And so she decides when she gets down and she's safe, instead of going right home, she's going to find Wyatt because there must be a reason why he was the person that she thought of. And so she goes on this journey to find him, but you also get this like history between them. It goes back and forth between the past and the present. Has a lot to do with Egyptology because Wyatt is he works in Egypt, and that is his main area of study. So I will say that one thing about this book is it's a little dense. It has a lot of information about Egyptology in it, a lot of stuff about ancient history in Egypt. So if you're not super into that, it can feel like a little bit of a slog to get through. But I think that if you keep an open mind, even if it's not something you know a lot about, she does give you a lot of information about it, and it's really, really interesting. I learned so many things from this book that I hadn't known before. And this book is really, aside from all the stuff about Egypt, it's really a book about second chances, and it's a book about hope and finding yourself no matter, where you are, whatever stage you are in life. And it's about knowing what you love and knowing what's important to you. I think that this is one of her best books yet. It's not as controversial, I think, as some of her other books have been. But like I said, it does have a really cool timeline, goes from the back to the present to past. And the characters in this, especially Dawn, are just really, really cool. She's really relatable. She's got a lot of flaws, but she's also just a really great character that I thought was really interesting. So I really recommend trying this out. It's very different than a lot of her other books, but you can tell that she wrote this from the heart about some subject matters that mean a lot to her. And that is The Book of Two Ways by Jodi Picoult. Now next, I am so excited about this book. I just finished it last week and I can't stop talking about it to everybody. And it's called Hench by Natalie Z. I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Natalie Zena Wildschatz. And this book is about superheroes. And it's about villains. And it's about ordinary people. And it's about a girl named Anna who is a temp. She works for this villain company that she goes back and forth. She doesn't work for them permanently. She just takes temporary work when she can get it. So she's at this event one day, and a superhero comes to destroy the villain and take out the villain. And he inadvertently throws Anna against the wall and shatters every bone in her leg. Takes so much time to heal. She's got all these medical bills. She's tied up. She can't walk. She can't do anything. And she is angry. So she's a data analyst. That's what she does when she goes to all these temp agencies. And so she starts running the data about how superheroes what they really cost us. The lives, the pain, the money, the damage that heroes actually cause. And then she gets recruited to work by one of the world's most notorious villains to work for him, in an effort to bring all the villains, or to bring all the superheroes down. This book is fantastic. If you've ever seen the movie The Incredibles, and you remember the first 10 minutes of that movie where the superheroes of the world are having to be held accountable for the damage that they cause, that's basically the premise behind this book, and it's really cool. So the main character, Anna, I think you could feel either way about her. I absolutely loved her. She's super sarcastic. She's really hard, tough girl. I know a lot of people probably won't like her. She comes across a little rough. But I think either way, if you love her or hate her, she is so intriguing to read about. This book is really unique. I don't know that I've read anything like this in a long time, if ever. And I thought it was really cool to see, you know, in a world where there are superheroes and villains, what is the cost of having these people, you know, running around and causing damage all over the place. And it's really cool to see her survive using her wits. And like I said, she's a data analyst. She doesn't have any powers or anything. She just studies data. And it's just a phenomenal book. It's super funny also. If you're looking for something different, something unique, something fun, something that you're going to think about for a while after you're done, I highly, highly recommend that. And that is called Hench. Such a great book. Well, that's what I have for you guys today. I hope they sound super fun and interesting. If so, please feel free to put them on hold through the Farmington Community Library, and you can pick them up during our curbside service hours. Thank you so much, friends, and have a wonderful rest of the day.